and welcome to my channel. My name's Emily, the Petite Beauty Blogger, and in today's video I'll be reviewing some Beauty Bay makeup. So, I did go crazy on the Beauty Bay sale site. If you don't know me, well, you're about to. I go straight to a sale section. I love a bargain, and I got a few things today. Now, if you're new to this channel, then you might not know I am a massive fan of Beauty Bay. I have 3 of their palettes. I have the Brights palette, the Nudes palette, and the Mama Mitchell palette, and I absolutely love them. They are my favourite palettes I've actually owned, and they were like super cheap, so you can really get a bargain. Beauty Bay just really help people on a budget, but give them super duper makeup. And the products I got are the liquid eyeshadow crystals, and I got 2 of their liners. Now for the crystals, I do have the other ones, which are these ones that I believe I've used on my channel before. Now I will say you have to really work with these. I feel like when they swipe, they just lose consistency and they're quite patchy, but when you pat it on, they're brilliant. So it's really all about finding what works for you. Now, although yeah, those ones didn't turn out as well as I'd planned, I did buy these ones because maybe it could just be a formula issue or it could be a batch. So it'll be good to see how these ones work out. And I was just obsessed with the colours, so I just had to, because I love a liquid eyeshadow that dries. I think they're really cool, and these ones are adorable. You've got a deep kind of navy blue, which is absolutely stunning. You've got this lilac kind of purple, and then you've got this more electric blue. So the navy one is called Sapphire, the lilac-y one is called Amethyst. I love amethysts, I'm obsessed. And this electric blue one is called How Light. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to be using, I think I'll be using the navy one on my eyes today, because I really want kind of like a midnight kind of evening look, which I'm excited about. And the liners I did get are these 2. They don't show what colours they are on first glance, so you do have to open them. So this one, it's going to be harder to see, but I thought this would go really nicely with the liquid crystal shadows. But it's like a, sorry, my lighting's really bad. It's like a dark navy blue, but once swatched, it goes like, it has a brightness to it. So I will swatch these. So there is that one. It's got a really gorgeous kind of blue tint to it, which I love, because on first glance it just looks like a normal black, like a bluey black, but then there is some gorgeous blue tones to it, which I love. And the next one I got was this green one, which was the one I originally loved, because as you can tell by my look and my nails and my hairband today, emerald green is one of my favourite colours, other than pink obviously. And it's just stunning, and I will swatch it for you right now. It's absolutely stunning. It's my favourite green. So what I will quickly do is I will quickly swatch. I know swatches aren't always the best thing to do, because they don't always tell if a product's good, because you're doing it on a flat surface rather than your eyelid, but we can see if they kind of work the same as the other ones I have got, and then yeah, we'll go from there. And one thing I will say is I didn't just buy Beauty Bay stuff, I bought some LA Girl lip liners and eyeliners. I just think they're really good, because Beauty Bay do obviously loads of different products, and Beauty Bay was where I first bought LA Girl, and I really love them. Now I know this is a black eyeliner, but I think I'm going to use it as lip liner today for a bit of vampiness, which I'm very excited to try. So I'm going to start off with Sapphire, and let's open it. Now I will say, with these, I know with my other ones, I suggest with the other ones using them as more of like a concentrated thing, like a liner or something, because they don't blend out very well. but they work beautifully, you know, as like liners, like shapes, just not very good at blending. That's just a disclaimer. Now obviously the biggest disclaimer is these may not work for me, but they can work for you, or if they work for me they may not work for you. That's always the way it is, because everyone's skin is different and it reacts to products differently. So don't be mad if you buy a product that I love and you hate it, or vice versa. It's just the way the world works. So here is the Midnight Blue, which I am in love with, and let's give it a swirl. Okay, they have done something to their formula, because that is completely different to the other ones I have got. Just for reference, I'll do Selenite, because this one really hated me, and I'll do it side by side just to show you that it's completely different. Oh well, for some reason that one's not working for me. Something's going on today in the atmosphere. Things are just working for me. So, but that blue, although in the thing it looks navy, for some reason in the center it's coming out purpley, which I'm not mad at. It's cute. It would go gorgeously with that, which I've just ruined. It would go gorgeously with the liner, so we could do those two together. I'm still trying to work out, because I really want to do green today. So moving on, we'll go in with Amethyst, which is this gorgeous lilac purple. And I love the packaging. It's really adorable, and they're going to stack beautifully in my new organised drawer, which there is a video of if you want to watch that. And here we go. Okay. Is that coming up as sparkly on camera as I think it is? That is to die for. What? Oh my god. That is stunning. I'm really excited about that one. I don't think we're going to use it today, but I really want to, but it just wouldn't go with the look. But this would look adorable in spring. You could do it as like a little spotlight, or maybe a liner, something to make it look more flowery and festive. Well, spring festive. So I can't get over how gorgeous that is. It's such a gorgeous lilac, and it's so sparkly. Oh my god. Right, let's calm down a bit. So now I'm going in with that How Light. I still don't know what that means. If anyone knows what that means, then comment it down below. And this is a really nice bright blue, which I also am obsessed with. And let's see how this works. Okay, okay. That also has some pink purple in it. It doesn't show up on camera, but in real life it's almost like in certain lights it's blue, and then in certain lights it's purple. You might be able to see it. I'm not sure how good it is on camera. I might film my hand, see if it works better on my phone, and I'll quickly put the video up now. Okay, so it wasn't kind of any different on my phone, but I am totally in love. Now, because I love them all, I'm now going to have to try and decide what I'm going to do, because I originally wanted to do a green kind of like big liner look, but I'm just so in love with the blues that I'm going to have to, aren't I? Maybe do the blue liner with the green liner with some blue in it. I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to draw up a mock of what I'm going to try and plan to do, because I always do that. I try and draw up my look so I know what I'm going to do and I'm planned. So I'm going to quickly do that and then come back. Okay, so I have primed, and now I'm going to take this green liner, which is called, if it has a name, Peacock, and I forgot to name them. The blue one is called Deep. Sorry, I forgot to name them, but I'm going to be using Peacock, which I'm very excited about, and I may use Deep maybe later to kind of blend out the liner there. So what I'm going to be doing is almost creating like the cut crease kind of shape and just bringing it round. So this look is going to be almost like a giant wing, and I'm just going to take that peacock liner and just create kind of a line to the center. And I don't know if you can see it on camera, you can definitely see it in real life, but it's just got some freckles of sparkle in there, which I love. I hope you can see them. I'll be sad if you can't, but I just absolutely love it. And now I'm going to move on to blending in the blue liner, which is deep. And let's see how this works. I know I'm putting blue and green together, do not kill me, but I want to make use out of all these products. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do short scratchy motions in between, just to help blend them. Okay, this one's being a bit more of an arsehole to me. Now the only thing I will say is, because obviously the packaging is plastic, you can't really sharpen it all that well, because obviously you can't sharpen plastic with a pencil sharpener. So just a warning with that. So although it starts off as quite a pointed liner, obviously after a while it's going to kind of like round out, which I don't love, but that's just the packaging. I guess what I'm saying, I think I just prefer actual pencil liners, if that makes sense, than the plastic ones. And of course it's plastic, like, if you don't need to use plastic, then why bother, you know? So now I've kind of created that elongated shape I wanted, I'm going to just use my finger to really smudge out the end, like that. And now I'm going to fill it in. I'm just going to quickly use the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. I'm going to be using the shade Moneybags just to fill in there. For the green, I'll be applying it using the Spectrum Cosmetics B09 brush. This is from the Mean Girls range, and it says on the back, it's kind of rubbed off now, but full of secrets. Now I'm going to move on to the real reason why we're doing this video is the blues. Oh, on there it's looking kind of in something that's purpley. Ooh, I love. So the other ones didn't work well when they swiped, but we're going to give it a try with this one and pray it doesn't mess up. So I'm just going to be applying it here, and I'm going to be creating like a line here, but like a blended out faded line as it fades out here. I don't want it to be completely like just straight. So I do like to take a bit of the excess off just in case you don't want to have too much on. And I'm just going to, okay, this works lovely. When you swipe it, I can't believe it. Now, because this is quite pigmented, this is a bit of a trickier product to use, so you can't really blend it out too much with the applicator. So what I like to do is I will go in with my finger and just dab it out. I haven't taken it all the way out, because when you start to blend it out, it's going to move the end line across. So you don't want to do it too far out, because then you could end up blending it all the way down here, which is something you don't want. Now I'm going to try and use my fingers. I have got notorious fat fingers, so we're going to see how this actually works. Now before, they didn't blend out, and this is the issue I was having before, is it kind of goes a bit patchy when you try to blend it out. It's kind of doing the same, but not as bad as it was before, so just look out for that. Now obviously there's many ways you can combat this and make it better. If it doesn't blend out how you want it, just go over with a shadow. That would still work lovely, but as you can see, it's kind of patching up. So it is a bit trickier to blend. Obviously it's gorgeous, it's a gorgeous colour, but it's where I found the liner was great for everyone to use. I wouldn't say everyone could use this. It's a bit trickier to work with. So just beware. it's not the easiest product. But when it does go patchy, like if you get it blended out to where you want it, if it does go patchy in a certain place, you can just dab over it to fix it up. But yeah, I'm not happy with the way it patched. But I'm the type of person that if a product's a bit tricky, I will sit and I will work with it, because I would never just throw out a product that I haven't even bothered to try. I like to give makeup products a good try, because I don't want to just throw them away. I want to try and make them work. So really, with a lot of products, I feel you should just try and get them to work. Don't just have one thing go wrong, go, nope, I'm chucking it. Really try. I try because I bought it, I'm not going to waste my money. And of course, it's such a waste of product and packaging, and you know, pollution and things are so bad right now that you don't want to be creating more waste. So really try and get used to it. Obviously there's some products that can't be helped, but there are some products that you should really just try with. I am going to do the liner on the bottom now. So I've got my green here, and I'm just going to be copying what I did on the top, just obviously not as large. Now what you can do is go back in with the green, like I do, just to blend in the middle, in the centre, like so. And it's just going to help. Now I know you're thinking a hard liquid can't blend, but actually sometimes with shadows it can. I know that sounds rather strange, but I'm really happy with how that looks. And a lot of the time I feel like fingers are the best tools, because you can really create natural kind of straight lines, and I am obsessed with that. Okay, so there are the eyes completed. I love them. Now I'm going to do a quick review on all the products I used on my eye. We know this works well, so I don't need to really review that. Now the liners. I absolutely love these. Anyone can use them. They just glide on. They really just do the job. They're easy, they were cheap. Now, I remembered earlier I didn't say how much everything was. I haven't got it on hand, the prices, but I will put them in the description box down below. But they weren't expensive, so everything, you know, that I'm using from Beauty Base today is budget. It's for people that maybe can't afford much. But these are definitely a winner. I absolutely loved them. They were my favourite, I think. They just glided on. They were really simple and easy to use. Now, moving on to the main event, which of course is the glitters, the liquid eye crystals. Now, as we saw, they swatched beautifully. Now, what I will say is they swiped on gorgeously. Like, the colour was intense, pigmented. I cannot fault the way it glided on, but they don't blend. So when I tried to blend it out, you got patches of pigment, like missing pigment, which is not great. But what you can do is go over it with the colour again, like a block, and it worked. But obviously that ain't great. But I did find that when I took my shadow back over it, it actually blended it out nicely. So shadow blends really well into it, even though the product itself doesn't blend. So, and the liners, the deep one blended nicely with the sapphire, so it does blend with other things. It's just, if you wanted to just use that and blend it out, then I wouldn't suggest doing that. As before, like I said with the previous ones that I bought, I'd use them mainly for, you know, concentrated things like liners, like maybe like a spotlight here, but not really anything for blending out. But each to their own. I managed to get it to blend out, but that was with work, so I wouldn't necessarily say a beginner could get these. You can, if you want to try and get better at makeup and level up, then I fully suggest buying them. But just a warning that they do go patchy when you try to blend them out, but if you don't try to blend them out, they are gorgeous and stunning. So it's just finding the best things about products and the worst, and seeing whether you actually don't mind working with it. I didn't mind, and although I did blue and green together, I know Do not kill me. I love it. Okay, but I love it. So now I'm going to move on to lips, and like I said before, I am just going to be using LA Girl for the outsides because I am going to be doing black because I've done crazy eyes. Why not do crazy lips as well? So here is the liner, and I will say I did think I was buying a lip liner. I know, black lip liner, but I actually bought an eyeliner. I figured that out today, but I do not mind having to use eyeliner on my lips. I do that quite often, and vice versa. I think it's kind of like the same. I'm not a manufacturer or anything, but I kind of feel like they're the same kind of formula and like kind of like, you know, the actual product itself. So I'm really excited. I've never really done a black lip before, so this will be very fun, and I'm going to move in and I'm going to get started. Okay, so the lip is finished, and I love it so much. So I did use eyeliner, and it's worked out pretty well. And then I used that sapphire liquid crystal shadow in the centre, and it's turned into quite a vampy, gothic editorial, which I am not mad at. So what I'm going to quickly do is set it, and I'll get to the end. Okay, so I've set it. And here is the final look. Now, this was a look using mainly Beauty Bay products, trying them out. Now, for just an overall review, love the liners. I loved the pigment of the crystals. They were fab. They just couldn't blend. But that's not, I don't mind that because other things blend into it to make it blend, so, but the product itself doesn't blend. That liner from LA Girl, I know it's not Beauty Bay, but I loved it. It's pigmented, it glided on, it felt really creamy, and this works really well on lips. I absolutely love it with the black. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Beauty Bay are one of my favourite makeup brands. They really do have a lot of great products, so please do check them out. I know they're getting really big now. They've got obviously loads of collaborations like Nikki Tutorials, you know, they had Mama Mitchell, and they're just really upping the game, and I love it. Now I will put the pictures and videos of this look on my Instagram at Petite Beauty Blogger, and also on my Instagram I am trying to do more questions and polls for this channel, so if you do have any suggestions of looks, or if you want me to review something so I can buy it and review it before you buy it so you're not wasting your money, then I'm happy to do that. All you have to do is comment, and yeah, and you know, if you follow my Instagram, you can get involved in videos. When I do videos about questions and stuff, you can submit questions. So please do check out my Instagram at Petite Beauty Blogger. I also have a pro Facebook page, facebook.com/MUA by Emily. This is my pro page with all like my portfolio and stuff on it, because I am a makeup artist by trade. So, and I know this year's been a bit crazy and I haven't really been able to do much, but if you do have any events next year that you need a makeup artist for, then please consider me, because it's been a tough year for makeup artists. We haven't been able to do much, so please consider me. You can check all my information really easily on my website, which I will link down below because it's too long, so I will link that down below, and please do check that out. Also, you can see my price list, you can see my portfolio. I also have a blog on there. I don't really blog on there anymore, but what I do have on there is super useful. There's reviews, there's looks. It's just a really helpful blog, and you can find some good stuff on there if you're stuck at home with nothing to do. And as always, I really hope you like this video. I'm obsessed with this look. I think it looks really cool, and yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to check out my other videos, because we're stuck inside at the moment. I know a lot of you are in tier 4, tier 3, so if you are locked in, then please do check out some of my other videos. Please subscribe, because it helps with the struggle. Please like my videos as well, that also helps with the struggle, and comment if you like any of them in particular, or if you have any feedback. I'm also happy about that. So there we go. thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.